Okay, in this one we're going to be creating a custom wear mask, and we're going to be applying it to our concrete blocks texture graph that we made before. And our custom edge wear mask will end up looking like this. So let's get started. Okay, to start, I'd like to get a new texture from Fab to use as our wear mask. We'll use this old plaster wall. And I like this because the roughness here is what we're going to be using for our custom wear mask. High quality, add a project, and that's all we need from Fab. You can close that. And I'll just do a different version of the concrete blocks that we initially made. So I'll just copy these two things, material instance and the texture graph, and make a new folder. And they'll still be concrete blocks. We'll just call it concrete blocks alt HSB. Paste what we copied in there. And we'll just add alt to these two. Open up our texture graph and we'll copy where we want them outputted to first. We're just going to get rid of the wear mask here because we're going to be replacing it with our custom one. And we can leave everything else for now. So to make our wear mask, we need to go into our old plaster wall. And we're going to want this ORM right here. I guess I'll name this ORM wear mask. Then we'll need something from the plugin. Since we're using Hotspot B, we need this area. We'll name that area mask. And then off of this, we need a levels. And then off of here, we just want the roughness. So we have to split this out because it's a packed texture. And the roughness is in G. So we'll take that off and we're going to use a brightness contrast node. And you'll notice this is just red here. Even if I turn it to just G here, it's still just red. So what we need to do is if we turn this to grayscale, 8-bit grayscale, then this will start looking right. We need more definition here. We need this pop out some more. So we'll just do a negative 0.5 in brightness, and in the contrast, we'll do like 3.3 or so. And you can see that now we have a lot more detail here. And then for our levels here, we really want to shrink down these areas here in each one. We really want them to just be like quite a bit less. And that might be good. We'll work with that and see how that goes. And then to see what we've done already, let's do a blend node. Plug those in here and we'll do the blend mode of overlay. And drag off another one and do levels. And now we can kind of see what we can do here. I'm going to zoom in more on this. Adjust that just slightly here. Okay, that looks good. And that's mainly what we have to do, but we need to do one extra thing because the black is reserved for bottom and the top is white. We need to just invert this. So now we have a wear mask. So if we plug this in right here, we'll see what we've done. And for this specific mask that I'm working on, I don't really like this with a second texture. So I think I'll I'll nuke this bottom texture and we'll just work off of this top one. We'll just do a single texture. And so with this, and so we'll do kind of what we were doing before, but we're gonna darken this a little bit, make it more grungy, because we kind of want it to look more like grout in between these things. So I'm gonna plug this into bottom. Just see what we're looking at. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. This needs to go into our edge color. Probably brighten that up just a little bit. Yeah, doing 0.6. And then we can just do the normal bottom as well as the AO bottom, roughness bottom, and the metallic bottom. And already that looks really good. So if we were to export this, and then set up this material, oh, we have a bad ORM. I'm still going to plug that in. We'll fix that. I'm just going to save it, close it, reopen it, re-export it, and then for some reason it's fixed. So let's apply this to a bunch of stuff. I'm in Scythe. I'm going to do a... Oh, you know what? Let's add this to our layout first. I always forget that. Get that in there. Make sure you save it, and then you can close it. Okay, now I'm going to apply it to just everything. Shift F. Put on this wall too for fun. Oh yeah, that looks pretty great. And since we're making a wear mask that has a lot more gradient to it, a lot more blend to it, like there's a lot of grays in here and everything. So if we go in here, we can now adjust the mask normals here. You can see that there's no normals that are different for the mask right now. But if we turn this to something extreme like 1, you see that it shows up. And then we could invert that with a 1 if we wanted to. And it's a little difficult to see, but it's happening there. And that might be a little too extreme, so we'll just tone it down to like 0.25. I'll turn this to 0.5 just to see. Export this. And very subtle, but it's there. I might have to go and apply it to this. Yeah, it's a very subtle difference, but I think it's overall improved. And then let's say you want to save this mask that you made out to a file instead of having to like make this graph every time you use this. You can just do this, type in output, say, you know, custom wear mask. Make sure this is set to 8-bit grayscale and it'll stop being red. Yeah, custom wear mask is the file name. I'm going to have it. And then I'm unsure about the compression settings. I think I'm going to choose masks. If it's different, just look in the description and I'll correct it if I'm wrong. And then if I export this, I can tell it to just do the custom wear mask. And it should show up right here. And that's our custom wear mask. So now I could just take this and plop it in here and use this as my blend mask instead of that. And nothing will change. And that's how you do a custom wear mask. It won't ever be as good as a custom wear mask that was made in something like Substance Designer, like this. But it just gives you that option to have some sort of different mask if you need it. But other than that, that should be the end of this tutorial series. If you have any more questions about how to use this Hotspot Texture Maker, come on in my Discord. I have a link in the description. You can ask me questions there. Other than that, that's it. Thank you very much.